We started a bit about our story.
Sure. Thank you, Shalm. Hello. We're a family of yoga teachers. We had 62 yoga centres in WA. And my dad rang and told me he'd been diagnosed with prostate cancer. I was aware of the ramifications of chemo and radiotherapy, so I tried, I spent a long time on the internet buying anything that promised anything whatsoever in order to alleviate the ravages of that. And in Hawaii, I discovered something called magnesium chloride, and I tried it on myself first. And then I tried it on, we had 4,500 yoga students, so we tried it on them. And they were very accommodating. But 97% of the yoga students asked for more stuff, please. And that made me think, wow, that's a good response. And they said it helped them, it stopped cramping, and the pain, if they went too far in yoga, the pain went away straight away. So I thought, well, I think I'll import this stuff from Hawaii. And then I had to go and teach a meditation retreat in WA. And I slipped out one afternoon to have lunch with a friend who owned a salt company. And I was sitting there at lunch and I said, look, I found this stuff and you just have to get onto it. Get your chemists working on it because it is amazing and I don't think there's anything out there like it. He said, what is it? I told him. He said, we already produce the only organically certified magnesium chloride in the world. I went, really? Well, what do you do with it? He said, it's a byproduct of the industry. We pump it into massive lakes. I said, but what do you do with it? He said, nothing. It's nothing. And I said, we've been friends for 30 years, haven't we? Haven't we? How much would you charge me for worldwide sole license? And he said, well, look, I would want free yoga for the rest of my life. And quite honestly, it's about time you paid for a spaghetti carbonara, isn't it? So that was how we actually got started. That was the beginning story.
Yeah. Maybe something about the first customer we had.
Well, it wasn't really a customer. You might have gathered I experiment on my students quite a lot. And one day at the end of a class, a new woman didn't get up. She was prostrate on the floor. That's another story. And which looks really bad for me as a yogi. I'm a really good yoga teacher. To have somebody like dead on the floor it's not good for my company at all. So I went over and I said, are you okay? She went, leave me alone. Don't touch me. I said, I wasn't going to touch you. What's wrong? And she said, I've got fibromyalgia. And because I had this new stuff, I got really excited. I went, oh, can I try this stuff on you? And she went, no, I'm a pharmacist. I own the local pharmacy. I've tried everything. But she couldn't move. So, I just sprayed her with it, rubbed it in a bit, and is this what you wanted? And what's amazing is she rang my wife the next day, or was it a solicitor? She rang my wife the next day and she ordered 6 litres. And we didn't have 6 litres, we had like 3 litres in the house. And she said, you have to get this out there. There's just opioids for pain. I haven't slept for 2 years the whole way through, and I slept through and I'm out of pain. You have to get this stuff out there. And so that was our first, but she didn't actually pay for anything.
Thank you. So that was the first customer, but he hates selling. He always hated selling to people. He always only intended to give it to his yoga students. So he ended up taking down I think it was it chalk blackboard and, or did you bring a banner down to the local market down at Yamundi with a sign that said, "Only spraying, not selling"? And he stood there with a line of people and he sprayed them on wherever they had pain and everything like that. And after a while, he had an angry mob there because they all wanted to purchase the product. So the following week, we asked the market if we could have a second stall. Was nowhere nearby. Where was it? It was down around the corner where we had to send people along, and that's basically how the business